Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Stamp and Chat Live. I am Gina from Gina K Designs, and it's great to see all of you coming in from all around the world. Tonight is our July release party, and I am so excited. I am really excited because I think this is one of my favorite releases. Some of the things that we have coming out tonight, you guys, I'm blown away, and I'm having so much fun, and I know you will be too. We have our illustrators. We have Melanie and Lisa and Debbie here tonight. They are going to be sharing their new sets with you and showing you all kinds of inspiration on how to use them. And I have a brand new bundle tonight to share with you. Plus, I have a layering stencil set that's going to blow you away. I'm so excited about it. And a brand new master layouts die set and a couple of other fun things too. So we're going to have a great time tonight, and I am so glad that you are all joining us. Welcome to everybody from YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Now, before we get started on tonight's all the festivities and all the things we have, let's say hello to Tom. Hey, Tom.
Hello, everybody out there. You are a little bit, you've been like pretty excited running around here the last 72 hours.
I'm telling you, I've had so much fun. I was playing with this layering stencil and it just blew my mind. I didn't think it would work as well as it did. Like, I knew it was going to be great, but when I saw it all put together, oh my gosh, I can't wait to show everybody. Yeah. I'm going to make a project with that tonight.
She's having fun, I think.
I am. How are you?
I am better than horrible, much better than horrible.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, it's getting a lot of bike rides in. I love it.
Tom and I had a little debate the other day because he called his space the dead zone. That's not right. It's the dead space back there in the corner.
Well, that particular day, it may have been a dead zone too.
Yeah, but we'd have to get Chuck to make a new sign. So
no,
we're not going to do it.
No, it is the dead space. You're right.
Yeah. Well, we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. So why don't we jump right in? Because we've got a lot to show you. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you is this right here. This is our brand new incentive set. And for those of you who are Gina K Designs fans out there and friends of Gina K Designs who have shopped with us for a long time, you know that every month we change out our incentive set. And with any $75 or more purchase, you get this free stamp set. Stamp set is a $10.95 value. It will go into our regular inventory next month, but you get it free now if you make a purchase of $75 or more. Now, that $75 or more needs to be before tax and any shipping, because we do have shipping for our international customers, albeit very low cost shipping, but there is still some shipping. So it has to be the actual total amount of product. And then we started doing this, and I'm really excited about it. We started making matching dies that you could purchase separately if you're interested in that. Because so many of these fun stamp sets are so conducive to dies, but we didn't do them because this was an incentive. But a lot of you have asked, and now we're doing it. So Stuck on You is a stamp set and a coordinating die set. I'm just going to read these to you in case you can't see them. Sorry that I've been prickly. Tom, I'm never prickly, am I?
No. You've prickled a few times.
Well, maybe in No Shave November, I'm a little prickly. And then You're So Sharp. Hope your birthday is on point, and I'm Stuck on You. So I love these. I think they're so cute. Ooh, Kathy, a sucker for succulents. That's awesome. And This is yours free with any $75 purchase or more. Okay, so I had to show you that first. Now, you guys know that we have several illustrators waiting in the wings, but before we introduce them, I want to show you a few more products that we have for you this evening. Now, one of the things that you guys have been asking for forever, we had a couple of bundles in our collection, a little love, a little hello, and the what's the butterfly one called? Fluttering Fall. And all of you guys were asking if we would do the word dies as a separate die set. So we did. So now, for those of you that didn't get those bundles and you were holding out because you just wanted the words, you can get this. Go ahead, overhead. This is a little love. This is the Love and Shadow die set. You can get this now separately. I know you guys have been dying for this. You can get the Hello and Shadow separately, and you can get the Grateful and Shadow separately. So we decided to do that. We know that you guys have been asking, and we recently retired some of these bundles. And we thought we can't retire these words because everybody loves them too much. So these are now available. I know, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. All right, so now we have something else to show you here. We, we love ThermoWeb. ThermoWeb is our company for foil. They make the most amazing foil for toner projects and for polyglaze projects. And so I have a whole line of fancy foils in my collection that are produced by ThermoWeb. But I asked ThermoWeb if I could do my own gold and my own silver. So tonight, now available are the brand new 14 karat and sterling. This silver is so interesting too. It's a little bit deeper than the other silvers that are available out there. I absolutely love the way it looks on the polyglaze and on toner sheets. It is beautiful. So now you can get 14 karat and you can get sterling in the Gina K Designs flat lay fancy folds. And I know a lot of you love the tubes. I love the tubes. I have all the colors. I love them. But some of you like the flat ones. And ThermoWeb has their big packs of gold, but maybe you want to try just something a little bit smaller. So now we've got, oh no, I'm not tipsy, Karen. Not at all. I am drunk with happiness tonight. So 14 karat and sterling are now available in the store. Okay. So I'm going to hold off on the stencil. I'm excited about it, but I'm going to hold off on showing you that. And I am going to show you a couple of our illustrators' stamps and dies, the illustrators who can't be here tonight. One of the biggest problems that we have for Arjita is getting her samples in time because they have to go all the way to India. And sometimes we can do it, and sometimes we're waiting for dies and they just don't come in time. So I'm going to share with you Arjita's new stamp set. So take a look at this. This is called Delightful Dogwood. And I have a little story. I think I told this on the Facebook group, that the dogwood is a very, very special plant for me, a very special tree for me, because my dad planted a dogwood tree in our backyard, the house that I grew up in, when I was born. And I remember when I finally moved out of the house, out as an adult, he took me back and we were looking at the tree together and how big it got. And he said, you see how big that tree is? I planted that when you were a baby, right? When you were born that summer, I put that tree in. So dogwoods have a very special place in my heart. So take a look at these gorgeous images here. This beautiful dogwood cluster, a single dogwood flower, and then a matching little bird that goes with the set. You can add this dogwood to either side of the branches to finish it off. Then it's got these beautiful greetings. And I have to tell you, I do all of the greetings for Arjita's sets. And I absolutely love this font style. I was so excited about this. Your friendship is such a treasure. So very sorry. Hello, friend. Wishing you a lovely birthday. Miss you. Get well soon. I've been thinking about you. And then for the back of your card, made with love. And then, yes, I know you're asking, this does have a coordinating die set that goes with it. So you can use this for those big fancy fold cards and things like that. So this is a beautiful set. Thank you, Arjita, for always sharing your talent with us month after month. All right, so the next stamp set and die set I want to share with you is the new one by Beth Saleka. Now, last month, Beth released her Fun Fruit, and everybody loved it. It sold out very quickly, but there were so many fruits that she wasn't able to get in that 6x8 set. So this month, she's got more fun fruit. So check it out. We've got oranges, we've got an apple, we've got a peach and a pear and a pineapple and a lemon. And then she's got greetings in here. You're simply the zest, squeeze the day. Hope your day is just peachy. Peel better soon. Looking pine. You're so pine. We make the perfect pair. You are appeachiated. Tom, these are like words of the day. Love you to your core. You're the apple of my eye. Aren't you happy we're friends? And hope your day is just peachy. And this time we did dies just for the fruits in here. We took the cost down a little bit because we know with all these greetings in the last set, some of you didn't like that the die set was a little bit pricier because of how many dies we put in it. And some of these can mix and match together. So you can have, several from her last set, mix them in with these. They just work so beautifully together. So this is so much fun. I love this one. Beth, thank you so much. I know you can't be here because you have a whole swim team of kids at home and you can never seem to get away, but we are so glad that you share your beautiful art with us every month. All right, so I've got one more to show you before we introduce our illustrators, and this is going to be the biggest stamp you've ever seen in your life. Hannah Drapinski has done it again. She has created an absolute gorgeous set, and I love it for summer, but I also love it for fall. So this is one of those stamps that's going to go right into the next season, and look how giant this is. This is called Divine Daisy, and I'd like to do a shout out to Janelle in the warehouse for helping us name this stamp set. She came up with that, and we just love it. Look how big this is. I mean, seriously, guys, this is huge. Like, here's my hand. Look how big that is. That is amazing. And I just picture, this is like as big as like the Stellar Snowflake stencil, just that huge peony, layered peony. It's gigantic. This will go right over the side of a card, a little bit cut off. You can color it. You can do alcohol inks behind it. You can emboss it. So many ways to color it with Copics and colored pencils and watercolor. And then she's added a few leaves in here that work with the daisy, but also have a very fallish feel to them. And then you've got, I love you, thank you, happy birthday, and I'm so proud of you. And yes, we did it. We did the giant die set. This one is huge, but for those of you that love to do the big die cutouts and you like to use these things even for home decor, you might want to pop this daisy up on a frame or in a shadow box. So there's so many ways to use it. So we decided, let's go ahead and do the die. It's got the coordinating die. Thank you, Hannah. Check out Hannah on Instagram too. She's got a fantastic Instagram account, very creative with all the other things that she does. She's a wonderful artist, and we are so grateful for her. And she asked me to go to lunch with her soon, Tom. I get to go to lunch. Actually, I think we're going to go to the beach together and search for sea glass.
Wow.
Yeah. She asked me, and Hannah lives not too far from me. So we're going to do that in the next couple weeks, and I can't wait to see her. All right. So are you guys ready? I am so excited. So let's see, is there any way you can put who designs the stamp set on the package? Well, if you go to our website and you click on the illustrator's name, you're going to be able to find all of the stamp sets by that illustrator. Most of these stamp sets, we're now getting the inserts done, so they're mass produced in a different way than we used to do them. So, all right, so Our first illustrator is the amazing Lisa Hetrick. She is here, and I'm going to show you her stamp set. Now, this month I was sneaky because I usually show her really fun, big, crazy element that she has in every stamp set. And when I say crazy, I mean that in the best way, because she's amazing how she creates all of these cool extra elements that you can use and mix and match with her other sets and lots of sets in our collection. This is her gorgeous new Beauty in Everything. And I love this. I mean, look at it. Like when I look at it, I see, oh, it's like the paper that wraps the flowers. And then part of me says, oh, but wouldn't that be kind of like a cute ice cream cone? I mean, like I just see so many things, and I can't wait for her to show you this stamp set. It also comes with a coordinating die set. I'm not going to go too much into it. I'm going to let her tell you about it. So let's welcome her, Lisa Hetrick.
Hi, friends. It's Lisa Hetrick. Hi, Gina. Hi, Tom. Welcome to tonight's release party. I'm super excited to be here. I'm so grateful to all of you for inviting me into your homes tonight. We have a really great release party tonight. So many cool things. I'm super excited to share my brand new stamp set called Beauty in Everything. And this stamp set coordinates with last month's stamp set, and I'm going to show you how. It is super, super fun, and it's completely inspired by farm flowers, like farm market flowers. When you go to the farmer's market or when you go to your local market and your flowers are folded up in that beautiful piece of craft paper, I wanted to recreate that look and feel for this stamp set, and that's what I did. So let's go ahead to the down camera and let's take a look at the stamp set, do a complete walkthrough of the inspiration, and share some of the other goodies I have for you. Okay, so let's dive in. Here is the stamp set called Beauty in Everything. Just love it. So here is that stamp that mimics that look and feel of craft paper being wrapped around your flowers. This is a super, super fun stamp set. So excited to share it tonight. There's also a coordinating die set that goes along with it if you're interested. But let's go ahead and take a complete walkthrough. Let me walk you through all of the images and the sentiments in this set. So again, here's that craft big honking stamp that mimics that craft paper that folds over into your flowers. So a lot of the other flowers in my stamp collection will go really, really well in here. We've got this polka dot piece right here that when you can do the two-step stamping, you can get that polka pattern right inside. We've got lots of filler leafery here. I've got two big honking pieces of leafery and then two leaves here. One is open line and one is a solid, so that you can stamp them separately, and you can also stamp this inside of here. Now we also have another two-step stamping option here with the florals. So my favorite thing to do with these beyond stamping, doing the two-step stamping, is to just kind of give it a little wonky turn where you end up getting a little bit of the color and a little bit of the line art showing through. I also have silhouette and open line flower options that go in the opposite direction. We've got some sweet sentiments here. Bloom with grace, find the beauty in everything, bloom and grow, and hello beautiful. And the cool thing about bloom and grow and hello beautiful is that they fit in this cute little clip piece that I've added to this sentiment, to the stamp set, this little sentiment clip. And looks like I cut that off a little bit. We've got this really fun bow that can be used with the craft paper and can be used to just kind of tie things together. So let's go ahead and walk through some of the inspiration. Okay, now this card is super, super fun. I've added the blooms and all of the leafery and did this little patterned background, and you can see that polka piece right here being used as a patterned background as well. Really, really fun. Here's that clip sentiment piece that I was talking about. Love that. Just a little tiny piece that you can kind of add there. Now, all of these stamps are in proportion to all of the other stamps in my collection. So you can see that some of these little filler elements are going to work really nicely with other stamps in my collection. Okay, let's go ahead and take a peek at this one. This is just a really fun card where I've created a pattern along the edge. And I've got that polka coming out. And this is what I was talking about with that bloom. So we have the solid version of this bloom and then the line art version. And they do fit perfectly into each other. You can see that here. And also here, how I turned it a little bit. If you just take that stamp and kind of wonk it out just a little bit, you're able to get a little bit of lights and darks and just add a little contrast to your piece. So that's what I did in that card, a little schmutz there. But, card making is fun. Okay, so moving on to the next one. So this is a really fun card that shows off that, that craft paper cone, and I've got all of the different blooms just kind of popping out of it. And this sentiment bloom with grace fits perfectly inside that cone. That cone is kind of subtle here. I've done it in some craft ink, but you can see that it's a really fun element to work with the flowers. Okay, I had to have a watercolor version, of course, in the inspiration tonight. So here are those two beautiful blooms, and I just used Passionate Pink and just touched it very lightly to get that washy watercolor look, and took that cone and kind of put that back there and stamped in the polka dot in some wild dandelion. And there is that cute little sentiment clip, really clean and simple card, super fun. Now, here is a card example that I wanted to share with you that works with last month's stamp set, where we have the umbrella elements added to the cone, added to the craft cone to kind of give it that umbrella feel, very similar to the way all of the inspiration was for last month's set. And all of the little floral elements and the leafy elements just all tied up right there with the little tides. Just super cute. And I added the rain in the background. It's really important to me to share that you can use my stamp sets and coordinate them with other stamp sets in my collection, because everything is in proportion to each other and will work really well with each other. And then I just topped it off with Fine Beauty and everything right here. Just love it. Oh, okay. Now, here's just a cute little cluster of the florals and the leafery that are in the stamp set. And I just added that showers of blessings to you. Super, super cute. Okay. Now, as always, I have a free card idea sheet for the Beauty and Everything card ideas. And I've also noted that this set coordinates with Showers of Blessings, the stamp set from last month. And there are 8 different ideas on this card sheet, and it's in full color. This will be in the Gina K Designs Facebook group. It's on my website at indigojadeart.com. And once you go to that website, you'll see the free downloads link for you to go ahead and grab this for free. And let's take another quick look at the stamp set. Let's take another quick look. Love it. Again, here are all the elements. And this just craft cone just makes me so happy. Reminds me so much of the farmer's market flowers when you go to the farmer's market to get flowers. Super fun set. Coordinates with a lot of other sets, well, all of the sets in my stamp collection. And I hope you really, really enjoy it. Oh, super fun. I know every month I say, like, this stamp set is my favorite, but I think it's because I get super excited to share it with you and to kind of share you the background inspiration for the set. Now, I will have some live videos where I'll be sharing this stamp set and mashing it up with other stamp sets in my collection. And I will be going live this Thursday with one of those brand new tutorials. So thanks so much for inviting me into your homes tonight. Thank you, Gina. Thank you, Tom. I really hope you enjoyed the stamp set walkthrough and the inspiration. So have a really great night. And again, I'll be going live this Thursday with a brand new stamp set tutorial. and I'll be sharing all of the inspiration in the Gina K Designs group. And don't forget to grab the free card idea sheet. So I'll see you next time, friends. Thanks so much and have a great night. Bye, friends.
Lisa, your joy and your giddiness, and it's so contagious. I was over here just as giddy as you. Your cards are absolutely beautiful. Oh, don't you guys love that set? And I saw a lot of you saying you love the little dots elements, the little filler. I wasn't even thinking to use that in the way that Lisa used it. And I love how she just stretches all of these elements and uses them in so many cool ways. Lisa, thank you so much for sharing your talent. And everybody, make sure you check out Lisa's YouTube channel and her Instagram for more inspiration. All right, everybody. Well, we have our next illustrator waiting for us in the wings. It's Debrah Warner, and she is back with such a fun set. So let me give you the little preview of the set here. This is her best fishes. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. The line weight on this, I know I'm a little bright here on my camera. The line weight on this stamp set is just perfect. I saw all her card samples in person yesterday, and they're amazing. And I love how many fish are in this. So many different styles, different directions. It's got the fishing rod and all these cute, quippy greetings. And then, yes, of course, it does have a coordinating die set, and it is a huge one. So without further ado, let's get right into it and see all of the beautiful cards that Debrah Warner has made from us. Hello to Debrah Warner.
Hi, everybody. Debbie Warner here for Gina K Designs. Hi, Tom. Hi, Gina. Thanks so much for having me here tonight. I'm excited about this release because I have another fun stamp set to share. It is our July 2023 release party. Welcome, everybody. This is my new set. It is called Best Fishes. It was so much fun to play with. Wait till you see my samples. Oh my gosh. There are 5 different fishes, and I have them in orientation so they can look at each other or swim away from each other. And there's smaller ones. So if you want to do a family, you have a family of fish. You can do all to match or to be different. So I have greetings in here called Sending Birthday Fishes instead of Sending Birthday Wishes. Dream big. I'm here for you, hook, line, and sinker. And I do have a line and a sinker in there. Thinking of you, you're a great catch. Enjoy your lake house. Catch a big one so you have a fish story to tell. Actually, a big fish story to tell. Best fishes to you, and congratulations. So as always, I've made some samples and I'd love to share them with you. And I hope they give you some great ideas and some inspiration. So let's get started.
To get started, I stamped my fish using my MISTI, and then I created a whole bunch of water-themed backgrounds. My first card is a shaker card using our circle shaker die and some foam strips. I used the water droplet stencil with turquoise sea and blue denim ink for the background, white embossing powder for my greeting. I used disco ball sequins and some seed beads I had in my stash for my shaker bits. For the water on this card, I created an ink panel using blue raspberry and blue lagoon with a direct to ink paper using the ink pad. And then I cut it out using Master Layout 6. I also cut out a piece of vellum using Master Layout 6. My clouds are soft stone, and I used our Sea Sun Sky stencil for that. The greeting is from Big Birthday. I actually added some googly eyes just to be fun. I thought this would make a great card for a child. On this card, I used circle dies to cut holes into the front of my card base so you would be able to see the inside of the card. The inside panel I created using Ocean Mist and Apple Mint with that direct to paper ink technique again. I did color those fish in with some Prisma colored pencils. I finished it off with some clear dewdrops, and I did add a greeting to the inside cover. On this card, I created my water using our Sea, Sun, and Sky stencil with turquoise sea and blue raspberry ink. The greeting is cut out of Master Layout 7. I did use black ink for the greeting and the hook and sinker, and that then was heat embossed with clear embossing powder. On this card, I used Master Layouts 12 to cut out a white panel. My card base is blue denim, and the panel in the background is powder blue, blue denim, and in the navy. I cut a hole through both of those with a circle die so I could suspend my fish on a string. That string is attached to the top and the bottom of the circle. The fish are colored in watercolor brush markers, and I used some yellow pearls to coordinate them. My greeting is in blue denim. On this card, my water panel is turquoise sea and tranquil teal. I white embossed my fish and then I blended them with our ink in different colors. I used some clear dewdrops for some interest, and the greeting is stamped in tranquil teal. On this 5x6 full front shaker card, I used blue raspberry and tranquil teal with our sea, sun, and sky stencil for my water. I added greenery to the bottom of the ocean with spring flowers and foliage fillers. My shaker bits are disco ball, sparkling sea, and some stars that I had in my stash. The greeting is stamped in tranquil teal and cut out in Master Layouts 4, and that is glued on top of the shaker pocket. I created this tag using the circle dies from Master Layouts 8 in powder blue and white cardstock. I created splashes with the sun part of the sea, sun, and sky stencil. I did color that fish in with my Prisma-colored pencils and finished off the tag with a hole punch and some ribbon.
So I hope you enjoyed my samples. I really had fun making them. This card was really fun and inspired by the Miss Jennifer McGuire, the lovely Miss Jennifer McGuire. She has a video if you want to see how to do this. This is actually a pocket bag, and the cardstock is a little bigger. This will fit into a 5x7 envelope. So this one was, I think, my favorite. This one is kind of fun too, just because it's full of holes, you know. That was really fun to make. And I really enjoyed this one. So as you can see, I was able to use that die cut, both ones for this, and he can spin around too. So if you kind of twist him around and then close the card when the recipient opens it, he should spin. So anyway, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed my samples. Thank you so much. Looking forward to see all your samples and cards that you're going to post in our Facebook group. Bye, everybody. Have a fabulous evening.
Debbie, those cards were amazing. I absolutely loved every one of them. Your spinner and your different shaker cards. And she really used the sea, sun, and sky stencil to create those water droplets on that tag. That's brilliant. Debbie, thank you so much. This set is so much fun. And somebody had commented that they thought it would be a great set for the wreath builder. And the smaller fish in there would be perfect for that. So there's one of those great ideas where you can use stamps that weren't designed at all for wreath building to make a wreath card for somebody who loves fish. I love it all. Debbie, thank you so much for sharing your talent with us. That set is amazing. I know it's going to fly. I know it is. All right. Well, we have waiting in the wings, Melanie Menchinger. Now, Melanie texted me earlier and she said, I have so many cards that I had to go over. My video is like 5 minutes longer than it's supposed to be. And I said, that's all right. Everybody loves your stuff so much. It's totally fine if you go a little bit over. So we're going to bring Melanie in next. And then I want to tell you what's coming up for the rest of the show. So after Melanie, I'm going to show you our new bundle, our new layering stencil, and our new Master Layouts die set. So I want you to stay tuned for that. And then I'm going to be making a card with the brand new layering stencil. And when you see this thing in action, you're not going to believe it. All right. Well, Melanie has such a unique set tonight. I love it so much. When she pitched this concept to me, I don't know, way back. I mean, we were moving stuff around because we wanted to make sure that we got this out during the summer. But when she pitched this idea to me way back, I couldn't wait to release it. I could just see so many kinds of cards. I even picture shaker cards with this large element, and you'll see what I mean. This is her brand new Sunny Days stamp set. Can you imagine doing acetate in here and making it a shaker card? I mean, come on. This set is so amazing. So many cute things to put inside these glasses, including eyes and closed eyes and maybe even winky eyes. And then she's got all these fun modern greeting fonts. I love it so much. And of course, it comes with a full set of dies, so you can cut all of these out and create all of these cool cards. So without further ado, let's welcome her to the show. Welcome, Melanie Menschinger.
Hey everyone, Melanie Menschinger here, illustrator for Gina K Designs. I am so excited to be here for a July release party and to be sharing my newest set from Gina K Designs with you, Sunny Days. This is a beautiful set of stamps that's going to be great for summer cards, but also for year-round. You've got a huge pair of sunglasses in here, along with greetings and tons of different decorative round elements that are going to work inside these lenses. But they're not for just sunglasses. You can also create just little spectacles, and then you've got these facial features that are going to work with and without the glasses that are going to just make amazing cards. I hope I blow your mind tonight. I've had so much fun playing with this set already. When I started, I really just wanted to have the glasses, but then I found, and the decorative pieces, but then I realized that I had enough room for a mouth, a nose, an open eye, a closed eye for winking or blinking, an eyebrow. So there's just so many fun things that you can do with this set. I also have some coordination with some of our other releases that we have, stamp sets and stencils for tonight. So I'm going to get into those, show you how to use these dies. And then of course, I've got some inspiration sheets for you. So let me just jump into the first sample. So here, you always want to stamp with the largest stamps first when you're doing your two-step stamping. So I've got just the pair of glasses here in the blue raspberry. Then inside, I stamp the lens each time with some black onyx ink. And it has that open space there that you can add the heart in the passionate pink. I use that for the lips, and then I also added just a little nose. And then I've got this amazing little word die that I'm going to tell you about in just a second. But I put in the little thank you greeting. And I've got two different U's here in the stamp set so that you can have Y-O-U spelled out, or if you want to swap out one of the different little mini decorative elements for really perfect coordination with whatever your design is. Something fun that I really like about this too, I hadn't thought about it when I was designing the set, but then I always find new possibilities when I actually have it in my hand and get to start making my cards, is how much that adds to it by just doing a little bit of blended ink with one of those brushes that Gina carries, and then a cube or a pad, swirling it on, and then just adding it just like you're putting on some blush. Isn't that just so cute? I love it. And then I have some little tiny elements here, a tiny little round circle that is going to be perfect for looking like a little screw or a little embellishment. That would look beautiful embossed on there as well. I don't have any embossed cards tonight. I would love to do that and make these glasses look shiny and like enamel, but I don't have my heat gun right now, so I will be doing that later. The next card that I want to show you, this one, I've taken out the lenses, so these look more like just a pair of regular glasses. You see I've got some little sunglasses on tonight. I purchased a pair of progressive glasses for myself for my 50th birthday. So clear lenses here. So I added one of the closed eye in either opening. And then I've got the little love you here. And then I use the balloon, which is for birthdays, but also with this little straight stamp so it can look like a lollipop. And I just think that is adorable with this little pair of lips. So if you notice, I have got those two little word balloons there going in different directions. Let me go ahead and show you the set of dies, and Gina might have already shown this to you when she was introducing me and introducing the set. But here are all the dies that come with this set. So it might look like, wait a minute, there's not enough there for all of those images that you see on this stamp set. But these two circles here, you've got a smaller one and then one that is slightly larger. These are going to be perfect for layering, and all of the elements fit in both of these circles. The smaller one, if you want to cut out that space so you have an opening on your glasses, you can, or you can just stamp right into them. But let me talk about that word bubble there. So you've got a word bubble here. This is not an image in the set. It's just a die if you choose to buy the coordinating dies. The reason I didn't want to have just one image is because if you only have it as a die, it can go over here, it can go over here, it can go over here, or it can go over here in relation to wherever you put your mouth on that card. So you're going to see samples of all of that tonight, but it's just going to work however you're doing your layout, just by flipping that die cut over once you've cut it. So I just love this option, and you're going to have, you've got a little over an inch of room in here. So many of your different greetings from your different stamp sets are going to go into that. And I just think that is so, so fun. So let me show you another one that I did here. Here is one without the glasses, and I just put the little heart in there. You can see that blending there again for the cheeks. This I thought was a nice kind of Caucasian looking flesh tone. This is our warm glow paper. And then I just did a little bit of Copic coloring and white gel pen there on those eyes. And I'm going to be doing some videos to show you how you can really add a little bit of color for sculpting or for really making it look really dimensional on those eyeballs. And then I put that love you. I just think this is a really fun card. The next one that I want to show you, here is one that I did where it's given a little wink. So I think that's really fun to do that with an open and a closed die. And again, you can swap these. These can be either way. And then I also used that solid circle over it to actually make it look like you've got a shaded lens. So you'll still see your coloring through it, but this was the craft ink that I stamped. And then I used some of the little flowers that I have in here, and these can pop in the lenses as well. And then these little bitty smiley faces. And I've got have a sunny birthday, excuse me. And I just think Sunny is such a cute name for sunglasses. I really think I only started hearing that in the last couple of years because of Instagram. Here is one that I did without the eyes, but I used some of those hearts. And I thought it was really fun to put 2 pairs of sunglasses on a card. And I just thought that would be really fun for friendship or miss you, or maybe even an anniversary card. And this has the Hello Love greeting from Gina's new bundle that she has, the You Give Me Butterflies. I'll show you another sample that I used with that in a minute. And then I used just some of the little flowers and then that little circle again. Also, you might notice that I think these are really fun for pulling out your different bling, whether you're using your sequins, your rhinestones, or these dewdrops, just to give a little bit of shine and embellishment on the glasses. So I just think that is super fun. The next one I want to show you too, you can also make masculine cards with this set. You don't always have to use those big, full lipstick looking lips. So I am a child of the 70s, so I always think about the have a nice day on the yellow, and then of course all the emojis that are so popular. This one, I use this little kind of sunset looking gradient, and it also reminds me of those glasses that had the little kind of screen in it from the 80s too. And then for my smile here, I just used the eyebrow and just turned it upside down. And there's that pun, I see you, baby. And I just thought that that was really cute with these sunglasses. Let me show you also how you can use some of the decorative elements without the facial features and without the sunglasses, because the set is so much more than that. So here really quickly is one that I did just a bunch of the different hearts and flowers and smiley faces. And I found that these pieces, which measure about 1 1/8 inch, the circles, these work amazingly with this new layered sunflower stencil that Gina has. So that's what you're seeing, these big bursts of circles and dots around. It just layers in there perfectly. And so I thought that was a super fun card. And then I used just some of the die cuts here. So we've got some sweet mango, wild dandelion, tomato soup, and then just a little bit of Blue Lagoon on that card. Here is one where I did that whole layered sunflower, and then I added one of my smiley faces in it. And then I put in there the future's so bright. And then I did a little bit more. This I think is from the Sunspot stencil. And then you can see I put some of those flat sequins that she carries on here. And I used, I believe, the prickly pear ink for that. So I just think that is a super fun card as well. Oh, I also put some there for the little eyes on that smiley face. Another one that I did here is one I did a square card design, and I love how the little hearts and mouths are kind of like X's and O's or hugs and kisses. And so I just got a love you there. And I love all of the different pink and red and orange inks that Gina has for those little lips and hearts. Here is one that I did with some of those sun pieces. So this sun will actually two-step stamp right into the center of that circle stamp. But then you can also do the little negative or positive smiley faces, whether it's just the features or with that open one. And then this little smiley face will two-step stamp into that circle with the little negative images. And then as you can see, that have a sunny day can just layer right over that. Here is one that I did with some of the balloons and that Seeing Spot stencil that she has. And then I also used that new stencil from her last release that has the sun and the waves and the clouds on it. And then there is a little string in my set that you can use as stems or as balloon strings. And then there's a little mini balloon as well, so you can really create a sense of depth. And then I also did a die cut here from my die set for that sun with the happy face. And then as you can see, this is how the two circles that are in this Sunny Days die set will layer onto each other. So it's going to be really great for focal points and greetings. I found also that there's some fun things that you can do with this stamp set. Her little flowers will go right in there. So there's one that says, "You're an awesome friend." And then I thought, you know, what else can you do with that little body and those sunglasses? So it kind of looks like a butterfly there with those two wings. So that I just thought was kind of a fun out of the box application. And then I just traced the underside of that with a gray marker to make it look like it's dimensional rather than doing a die cut. So super fun card. So I want to show you now, I also mentioned another set that this works with, the Fun Fruit set. When I saw that these were coming out in the same month, I was like, that looks like it's right about the same size for my dies. So you can actually put these fruits, a couple of them, into these sunglasses. And then because we have that mouth, look, isn't that fun? Just cut a little slit into the mouth with your craft knife. And then these are just stamped right on there. And it is a perfect fit. I didn't have to die cut anything. So I've got those oranges. So that would be super cute with Squeeze the Day or your Simply the Zest. And I need to come up with, I think, some templates for y'all. This was very easy to make, just an oval shape here, and then improvise some hair. But wouldn't that be fun to have some templates or dies that we can create some actual faces with this set? I just love it. I think that's so fun. Next one, I wanted to make an interactive card and try this out. So get out your little mini brads. So I'm a child of the 70s, like I said. So here is that smiley face and that have a happy day or have a sunny day. I've got it hinged on here with this brad. And so after die cutting and stamping my sunglasses, you can reveal a pair of eyes. So I just think that is such a fun card and it's so easy to make. I will be doing a video. The last one that I want to show you today, that's a lot of cards I showed y'all, but the last one I want to show you, whether you're a Barbie fan or not, there is a movie coming out. It's pretty hard to miss that is coming out. They're promoting it big time. So I had to try it out and make my own little shaped Barbie card. You can tell me whether you like it better with or without those glasses. I don't think I'm going to be able to send this card. I think I just want to have it on my desk like that big Barbie head that I put the makeup on and I did the hair for. But isn't that just so, so fun? So again, I think I'm going to make some templates for you to make some of these shape cards. But whether you do that or not, I have some free downloads for you on our website. So this is one that shows you all the different ways you can use those eyes, mouth, nose, and sunglasses, but that is not the only way to use this set as I tried to show you today. So here are some without the sunglasses, just to see how fun all of those different decorative elements are for making all sorts of card layouts for all sorts of occasions. I have gone over a little bit. I hope Gina's fine with that because I just had so much to share, but I am done now. And the last thing I want to say, I just want to recognize I'm really missing our friend Kathy Tidwell today. This is the first release. We haven't had her for over 15 years. And I just miss her friendship and her creativity and her art. I feel like though I know exactly what she would be saying and exactly what she would be making with all of these stamps. So love you all, love this community, love everything that Kathy brought to us for so long. Just wanted to say that. So have fun tonight. Have fun with your new stamps and making your cards and send them out to your crafty friends. Love you all. Good night. Bye-bye.
I don't even know what to say. Oh my gosh, that just kept coming and coming. So amazing. Melanie, you're amazing. And honestly, I have to tell you a couple comments in case you missed them because you were watching Melanie. People thought that the circles would be great for thought bubbles because they're circle dies and you could cut out thought bubbles. One person said the word bubble could be used as bubble gum, like she was blowing bubble gum. Use ink blending to put makeup on the eyes, and then use the glasses and have silhouette stamps in the glasses, like you're looking at a beach scene or you're looking at, a winter scene. So, Melanie, this is the cutest idea ever, and your card samples, boy, they did not disappoint. Thank you so much for sharing your talent with all of us. I could just see by the comments everybody was blown away. I'm speechless, and that doesn't happen very often. Thank you, Melanie. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Debbie. All of you for coming in and sharing so much inspiration with everybody and giving us great ideas. Because, the thing about stamping and card making, there's lots of beautiful stamps and things out there. But when you have illustrators that come in and show you project after project after project that you can make, you just have so many ideas right out of the gate. And I saw somebody saying, oh, I hope I remember all of these. This video will live here on my YouTube channel for all eternity. So all you have to do is come back, zip ahead, fast forward to Melanie's part, find the cards you want, and stop, and then make that card. Find one that you like from Debbie, make that card. Find one that you love from Lisa and do the same. So these videos, this is why we have our illustrators on here, so that you can watch these over and over again and make all of these cards with the stamps and dies that you take home with you. All right, so now it's my turn, right? So I am going to show you, the first thing I want to show you is the brand new bundle, because I know a lot of you are waiting for this, and you may have seen a few sneak peeks of this bundle in our Facebook group, because about 100 people out there have this bundle already. Back in April, there was a retreat in Nashville, and we sponsored one of the classes, and all 108 of the people that were there got this bundle along with a bunch of other things and made cards with it. And a lot of those people came back after the retreat and shared cards in the Facebook group. And a lot of you were going, oh my gosh, where do I get that? How do I get that? Well, let me show it to you right now. This is called the You Give Me Butterflies bundle. And this is so much fun, this one. I love this. This has, first of all, we have a little index sheet for you in this bundle. It has a big 6x8 stamp set, which I will show you here. This is the You Give Me Butterfly stamp set, and it's got this beautiful stained glass looking butterfly. And then it's got these big open flowers and a leaf. And then all of these big greetings can get cut out with dies. You're so sweet. Hello, love. You're an awesome friend, and you give me butterflies. So this one is super fun. And what we wanted to do is we wanted to make a set, a design that would be not just something that you would have to color with colored pencils and Copic markers and watercolor, although you can also color it with these beautiful layering stencils. So let's see here. So we've got the first stencil here that will color in all of the flowers. No, it shouldn't be out of stock. Maybe refresh and check, because there's always 2 pages. And because this begins with the letter Y, it's most likely on the 2nd page of new products. So check that way. Okay, so you can use this stencil to color in all of these images. That makes it super easy. You can get the look of Copic markers and smooth colored pencils by just using a little bit of ink blending, blending a couple colors together and coloring all these in. Now the butterfly, you can do something really cool with the butterfly. You can color this all one color if you want, because it's got all the pieces, but you can also color segments of these in different colors and give yourself a 3-toned butterfly. Now, I don't know if I still have that one butterfly that I had laying out. Let me just look around. I don't see it, but I have a card coming for you on Thursday using this bundle. So I had been playing with it and made a really pretty card in super bright colors using these 3 stencils in this butterfly, showing you how easy it is to do. I actually used everything. I used all of these flowers too. So you're going to like that video. That is coming on Thursday. And so this coordinates with this, and then you've got the full die set that will cut everything out. So if you prefer just to stencil in this butterfly, you can cut the butterfly out and just do the stenciling part and then add the body. Or if you want to do the full butterfly with those black outlines, then you can stamp the butterfly and you won't need to use this part, and you can cut it out. So you can get that no line look by just stenciling the butterfly on the die cut piece. Also stenciling the flowers on the die cut pieces. So you have 2 different looks, line art and no line with this bundle. So I think we're going to have so much fun with this one. I can't wait to show you more. And if you go into our Facebook group and you type in "you give me butterflies," lots of the projects that people were sharing from back in April and May and June will be in there. So you're going to get a plethora of ideas using this new bundle. So that's new, and I'm excited about that. Now, usually I use the bundle, but tonight I decided I'm going to use something different. And before I show you the layering stencil, I'm going to show you Master Layouts 13. Now, Master Layouts 13 was just, this is a passion die set for me, because this is something that I have wanted for a long time. And we put a couple of really fun elements in it. So Master Layouts 13 has a bunch of different dies in it. I guess I didn't need to open the package because I have all the dies out already. So it's got these 2 long, skinny dies, which my die manufacturer was like, well, you know, we can't put anything in there if they're not big dies. And I said, I know that means more steel, but it's okay. I've been using them a lot, so I'm just going to straighten them out here. So these are perfect for your fancy folds. So let me show you what they look like. I just cut one out of some pattern paper in the stitched, and I cut one out of a black panel with the plain one. Now, when you put these together, first of all, this is great for a border. This is great for a border down the side of your card. It's great for a border across the center of your card. You can just trim the ends off to fit, and it'll have that cute little stitching going across the top and the bottom. It's also great just as a layering piece. You know, you take a regular card. Let me see if I can find something here. A regular card somewhere. Here's a card. You know, you have a regular card and you just put it down the side as a panel. Now, these are for A2s. This is for A2 size cards, but you can use them for 5x7s. Here is a gatefold card. Now check this out. You can upholster the front of your gatefold cards with this die set. Now tell me that isn't the coolest thing, not having to cut all these out, trying to figure out the measurements, getting the perfect borders, right? So now you can have the gatefold all upholstered with beautiful, and you can use Master Layouts 2 in the center to get the same look. So when you open it up, you can make it to match. So I love this one. I even love this for the front of a card, just those 2 things going down, and then you can put, you know, an oval on that, or let me grab an oval. You could put an oval on that. Here's something that had a die on it. And it's just a pretty look. So I love this one. Now that's the first 2 dies in the set. Now there's these dies. Let me find these here. Okay, you've got these 2 dies here, which when cut out, look like this. Let me see if I can zoom in just a little bit too. Here we go. Okay, and then I'm going to layer these 2 together. So I cut the stitched one out with pattern paper and the black one out with the plain die. Okay, and they go together. Now, this can be used for that piece that you want to have go in the center. And you can, of course, you can put that on one side. So when you open, you have that gatefold. But it's also great upholstery for a gatefold that is on the horizontal. So I didn't cut this out straight so it looks crooked. Sorry about that. I was kind of in a hurry when I was doing this. But let's try to get it on there straight. So then you can have this kind of gatefold, right? Upholster it like that. And then you could take that same oval die and put it on your card this way. And then that is a gatefold that will open that way. Or if you don't want to make it a gatefold, you just put the 2 panels on there and add your element. It would also look great this way. So that's the second 2 dies that are in there in this master layout set. Then you've got a corner die that's stitched and a corner die that's plain. So when you layer these 2 together, you get something that looks like this. So you can add that to your card. And it's got that layer, which we've never done before. We've never done a corner piece. We've done a plain corner piece, but not one like that that layers. So you can do something like that and then add your, you know, whatever piece you want to add on there. You can do one on the bottom too, and it'll give you a thin strip, a place in the center to stamp a big greeting. So that will work really nicely together, and you can mix and match all of these together. But I love the corner look. You know, you can put it at the bottom if you want. You can do it on horizontal. Love this, right? And then I added this little die. I love this little die. It's a stitched semicircle. So you can use one of Melanie's dies to cut a background, or one of the circles that you have in your collection. I'm sure you have lots of the different master layout sets. We have one that you could cut a shadow and then you would just cut it in half. So this is what it looks like. But what's fun about this is you can make little tabs to open things. You can make little tabs to organize file folders. This is great for a back to school piece where you want to make your own. It's just the cutest little tab, the cutest little scrapbook thing, cutest little opening thing. And then different greetings will fit on here. For example, I was just looking at our Gita set a little while ago, and you could just stamp that "so very sorry" right on there. And you could have that peeking out on the side of something like this, right? And then that could be, you know, on your card like that. And the greeting would just say "so very sorry." So I really love this little die that's in there. I think we'll get a lot of use out of that one. Then we have this super tiny little strip sentiment die. And this one has stitching all around it. We don't have one this small, but we've got stamp sets that are coming in the future with super tiny, skinny greetings. But I wanted to show you what it looks like cut. See this? This is what it looks like cut out. I hope you can see the stitching there. And this is the thing that I love about this. Look what you can do with it. I taped it onto the side of my ink pad, and it fits on there just perfectly, right on the edge. Now, if you have a labeler, and you have a labeler that can print small, you can use clear labels and print it right over whatever color little strip. And I just stuck it on there with a little bit of tape, and it's been on there and it's not going anywhere. So I love that you could, and you don't even have to put the names on. For me, I don't care what the name is. I just want to look at the color. I'm looking for a pink. Yeah, I'll use this pink. It's great. You don't even have to have the name on there. You can just have all your colors. Now, I cut this one out of cardstock to match Innocent Pink, but if you don't have the cardstock or the color doesn't have the cardstock, just do a little ink blending on white cardstock, or just swipe your ink pad and get it nice and solid, and then cut it out with this die. It'll be exactly the same color because you're actually using the ink pad to create the cardstock that you'll cut with the label. So that's another little thing that I love, but I do love tiny little strip sentiments, and there are so many of them out there, and I wanted something that would work with, you know, some of those little sentiments. So just for an example, this little miss you, I mean, it'll fit in there. It'll fit the happy birthday right there. It should fit thinking of you. It will. So it'll work with the bundle really nicely. I didn't even realize that. So there you go. So that is Master Layouts 13. It's a big die set in that it's one of those things when they're manufacturing dies, and let me explain this to you so you understand why some die sets are more expensive than others. When they manufacture a die set like Master Layouts 2, you know, they can fit many things inside when they're manufacturing them. So many of these, like they can fit that in there, they can put that in there, they can put the greetings in here, and then you're only using that much steel. But when you have things that won't fit, like nothing here fits inside of anything else, you start using more steel. It's got to go across a bigger area. You see what I mean? So this, nothing fits inside of anything. So you see how much more surface space this takes. This will fit, but that doesn't really help all that much the way when you can nest things together. So that's why some die sets are more expensive than others. It really has to do with the way they can lay it out in the manufacturing process. It doesn't really have anything to do with how many dies are in the set. So that is Master Layouts 13. So how are we doing? Everybody doing good so far? Everybody take a swig of your drink, whatever your drink is. And now I'm going to show you my favorite, just my favorite layering stencil ever. So my daughter Alicia designed this one, and I absolutely love, 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 love it. This is called Spectacular Sunflower. Now, a lot of people that worked here at work, they looked at it and they were like, I don't know if I'm going to get this one. And then today I took my sunflower around to everybody, and they were all like, oh my gosh, I am going to be waiting at 5 minutes to 7, and that is going in my cart. So first of all, you guys know how much we all love the stellar snowflake, that real big snowflake, and we love that layered peony. This is huge. It's going to take up most of your card front. It's great for home decor items. It's great for scrapbook pages. It's got 4 layers to it. And let me show you, because you can make lots of different styles of sunflowers with this. When I say styles, I mean mostly how you decorate the center of this. So you've got this big outer layer, and then layer 2 is this inner layer. So this creates a lot of really cool shading inside of this sunflower. Isn't that beautiful? Now we put a leaf in here, even though I don't know how much I'm going to use the leaf, but there was a spot and I thought, let's throw a leaf in. There's going to be people that want a leaf. If you're just using the sunflower, just take a little piece of masking magic and put it over there so nothing gets through on your card. Then we've got this open circle that will fill in the center of the sunflower. So we need that. We need to fill in the center with something first, because this is blocked out. Then we've got all different ways to decorate the inside of this sunflower. So you can add these big, bold dots, or you can have a more delicate ring. You can have a really tiny little ring like this, or you can have stripes that go across. You can also use this for Melanie's glasses if you wanted to stencil that cool look in there. So you could do that, but I'm going to use this one tonight, and I'm going to show you how to really use this in a fun way. So let's get started right away. I've showed you enough of the stencil. Let's get started right away with making a project. So I'm going to get my dirty stencils out over here, and I'm going to get my paper cutter, and let's zoom out just a little bit here. Hang with me, because I'm telling you, I promise you, this card will be worth it. You're going to love the way this starts to look as it all rolls out. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is just get a piece of white cardstock, and I'm going to cut a 1/4 sheet here. All right, because we can decide how big or small we want this thing to be a little bit later. So now I'm going to tape this down onto my piece of scrap paper here. Okay, and I am going to start with the biggest stencil, this one right here. And I'm going to go right about to the end here. I am going to have to cut some of this off, but that's okay. But I'm going to go like right here like this. So most of my cutting, because I want most of this sunflower to be on the card. So I'm going up to about the top of the cardstock and then over here. And we'll cut off on this edge to make it fit my card. Now I'm going to grab a little bit of pixie tape. And I'm going to secure this down. And I do have my writing here face up. This is fairly symmetrical, but it's not exact because Alicia hand draws everything. So she doesn't use a computer. She uses her pencil to draw. So this one leaf might be a little bit fatter than the other. So just make sure that they're all facing the same way and you'll be fine. I'm just going to make sure it doesn't go over the edge. And then I am going to block this off because I don't want that to, I don't want anything to happen there. So I'm just using a Post-it note. You can use masking magic, but my masking magic is across the room and this is easy. So we'll just do this for right now. I'm going to tape this together and we'll just keep reusing these. Okay, so my first color that I'm going to use is a color that I absolutely love for fall. It is sweet corn. I don't use sweet corn as much in the summer. I use wild dandelion a little more. Wild dandelion would also look great here. But sweet corn is going to give us a little bit more of an autumn feel. And then I've been playing with yellows all day, so I really need to clean my yellow blending brush. You're way too cheap to use masking magic for this. That's fine. Use a Post-it note. They're cheaper. And then we can use masking magic for all our fun techniques. Okay, so I'm going to start with the sweet corn. And I'm going to work my way around this stencil. I'm telling you, Alicia and I have what we call art dates. So this is a little bit of the inside scoop, the behind the scenes, the BTS. So Alicia and I have art dates. And what we do is we pick a date every month and we draw. And when I say we, I mean her. So we do a Zoom call and we get coffee. We call it Coffee and Art. And we get our coffee. It's usually in the morning. And we Zoom. We have a Zoom date. And then she shares her screen with me because she draws, when I say a pencil, she draws with an Apple pencil on her iPad, but it's hand drawn. She doesn't use like digital images and just manipulates them. She hand draws. So she shares her screen with me and she'll say, okay, Mom, what do you want? And I said to her, I want a big, I'm going to use Lisa's terminology. I want a big honkin' sunflower. And she said, all right, let's go. And so she just started drawing and then we talk about it and I'll say, you know, I like that, but I think I'd rather have big, bold petals. And she'll say, okay. And she'll erase and then we'll go back and she'll do big, bold petals. So I feel like I'm ink blending a lot here, but it's kind of fun to talk to you guys about this. And so she'll do her big, bold petals. And then, you know, we went to the next step, and she said, so how do you, like, what do you want? What else do you want here? And I told her that I wanted some kind of layered thing in the middle, like to accentuate each of the petals. And then she pulls in another layer and she picks a different color to draw in, and she draws the next layer. And we do that, and we go back and forth with ideas until we perfect it. And then she takes her hand-drawn art on her iPad and she vectorizes it so that it can be made into stamps and stencils and things like that. So, whew, okay, so now I've got my first color down. All right, I love that. But I'm not done here yet. So what I want to do next is I want to get a little bit of honey mustard. Okay, we're going to go with a little honey mustard here. And I'm going to add a little honey mustard just along the inside to deepen that up a little bit. Honey mustard is a little bit more of a brown yellow, and you can already see the depth you're getting in here, right? It's starting to glow. Love this. Okay. So we're getting some honey mustard down near the base of these beautiful things, beautiful petals. Okay. So now I'm going to add in a little bit of prickly pear. So I'm going to clean this brush and get some of this honey mustard. But for the prickly pear, I'm going to go around the outside of the petals. All right. And what this is going to do is this is going to make these petals look like they're curving a little bit. All right. So I'm going to add this prickly pear just to the outside. And then the petals will look like they're just kind of pressed back a little bit on the ends. Now this can be a sunflower. This can also be a daisy. So if you want to break this out in the spring and you want to use pinks, I think I'm going to use a smaller brush for this. I want to catch a little bit more of that ink in there. There we go. So you can see now I'm getting that pretty edge. Ooh, I love it. We're still just on layer 1, right? It's so pretty. And this almost makes it feel a little antiqued in here. Okay. It's probably a little aggressive there, but it'll work. This gives it so much more depth and dimension. And the thing that's nice is it's the big petals that let you do this. If you didn't have these whole big petals like this, it's hard to do this on tiny petals. So that's one of the things that I'm just so jazzed about with this stencil is how big these sunflower petals really are. Now some of this is going to get cut off. But I don't know where it's going to get cut off, so I'm just going to do these last 2 over here. Okay, so I think we've got enough now for that first layer. So we pull this off, and we'll pull off the first layer and see what we've got. Okay. Well, doesn't it just glow? Oh, I love it. It's so pretty. Okay, now we're going to go with layer 2. Where is layer 2? Here's layer 2. So again, I want to make sure it's in the right direction. And then I'm going to line it up. Let me see if I can figure out where to line it up here. Oh, there we go. I had to shift my glasses a little bit. I don't want to talk about it. Okay. So once you get it lined up, then once again, I'm going to put that tape back down there. Hoo-hoo. And again, I'm going to put this up here because I just don't want anything to get damaged. Now I'm going to move into an orange color, and I'm going to go with a little bit of sweet mango. So let's blend in a tiny bit of sweet mango. Let me just, okay, just a little bit. I don't want a lot of orange on here, but I do want a little bit. I want my flower to feel a little bit more yellow. But I'm going to go in with the orange. Give it that sunny look. If you need a little more, you can pull it off of the plastic in the center. Oh, I love this. This makes me so happy. I've been waiting for this stencil to be released. It's been killing me. Okay, so you can see how pretty that looks. Now let's reveal that. Ah, doesn't that make all the difference? Just having that little bit. That's so beautiful. Okay, now we're going to add the center into this flower. So it's easy to line up. It's kind of like lining up a layer on your cardstock. You're able to see it very well. I know it's a little hard to see on the screen, but you're able to see whether or not you've got an even edge all around there. So we're going to stop. We're going to go there, and I'm going to tape this down again. This stencil does not look like what it looks like after you've stenciled it. When you see it in the store online, you're like, nah, I can pass. And then you look at it and go, oh my gosh, I want to make that. I love it. I'm going to make this all the time. I love it so much. Okay, so I'm going to use a little warm cocoa, and I'm going to use warm cocoa more than once. My first pass of warm cocoa is going to be super light. So I'm going to just brush a little bit of that off, and then I'm just going mostly around the perimeter of the circle, like this, just bringing that color in. Now, I think on my first try, I used craft ink. You could use that. You could also use Sandy Beach. Any of those colors would work for this. Okay, nice smooth blend. That's just giving me a little backdrop for what's coming next. Okay, so there we go. Now we've got that backdrop in there. So now we are going to use this one. This one here is the one I want to use. Okay, so I'm going to place that on an angle, and you can see very easily in there that it'll fill in that circle perfectly. So I sent Alicia a picture of this today. I said, honey, I used your new stencil. And she was so excited. She's very excited. She loves art like we do. Okay, so I'm just blocking this off so that I don't make a goober mistake. Oh no. Will this work? It will if I put a little pixie tape on it. Okay. And then see over here, if you want to put tape over it, you can, like if you're worried about it. I mean, you could just put a little pixie tape over it or a Post-it note or something, just to make sure if you're an overzealous brusher. Okay, let me get a drink. Okay, so now I have a darker brown brush here. And I'm going to ink it up with warm cocoa. Then I'm going to kind of scrub back and forth into these lines. It's easier to scrub back and forth into stripes than it is to do a circular motion because you can kind of move the stripes a little bit. And if you do this motion instead, you get crisper lines. Okay. There we go. Now I'm going to take this off. I'm going to try to take it all off in one fell swoop. Okay, so now we have the first layer. Now I'm going to crisscross it like this, line it up, and I am going to have that cute little checkerboard in there that just reminds me of what sunflowers look like. I feel like they look like this. Just put that there just to protect myself. So now we'll do this again. And you could use a different color for the other side if you want. Like I saw some of you saying peach Bellini. Peach Bellini would be a gorgeous color to mix in here somewhere. But if you wanted to do green or you wanted to do something else so that it wasn't the same exact colors, that's fine. That makes it look a little more like plaid. You can also like move it a little bit if you wanted to and just try to do in the center. But I like this, to me is just perfect. This is what I want. Okay, so look at that. Isn't that beautiful? All right, no, it's not. It's not fruit salad in my cup. Fruit salad doesn't come till after the release party. I have too much to keep track of during a release party. So look at that gorgeous stencil. And can you see how by doing the edges, it looks like there's a shine here. There's not a shine. There's nothing shiny there at all. But it creates the look of a shine. It creates the look of depth. All right. So now we're going to make the simplest card we ever made out of this. First, we're going to trim it down. I'm going to trim this down to, let's see, it's going to be 5 inches. So I'm going to leave the top where it is, and I'm going to cut just a little bit of the bottom off. So we'll go to the 5-inch mark. I know, it's devastating to cut anything off. And then we're going to take it down to 3 3/4 inches on this side. Now you could do this whole thing on a 6x6 if you wanted, and that would be beautiful. And then maybe cut it in half and have half on one card and half on the other card. Okay. So let me find some cardstock. I'm going to use charcoal brown. We'll stick with the brown tones in this card. And you could also cut this out with Master Layouts 1, because I'm going to cut it to 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And the color card base I'm going to use for this is honey mustard. I think honey mustard is going to be a good one because there's a little bit of honey mustard in there, and I really kind of want to accentuate that a bit. I want to show you something. Let's say you look at this. Oh, I can't line things up. Let's say you look at this and you think, I want to deepen up a little bit of that second layer. You can go back over this. It's not going to hurt it at all. Even when it's on your card already, you can go back over it. Why can't I lay this down? Can't see. I got to get over it. I got to get my head in the way. Sorry, guys. Okay, that's not bad. We're going to leave it like that. It's better than horrible. But like, let's say you wanted to accentuate a little bit more of this color in here. Like you liked this, but you thought, I want to have a little bit more cocoa in here. You could add a little bit of a darker brown in this area. Can you see it getting a little darker there? I'm just adding a little warm cocoa in here that was left on this brush. To accentuate that a little bit more. See, I'm always starting on the center too. I don't go right into the area. I start in here and then just work that color in. I feel like it needed a little bit more brown in here to really pop. So I had to go back. It's totally fine to do. And you'll see what I mean. I think you'll like how that just makes it a little deeper in there, right? It glows a little more. Okay. Whew, that was scary, but I had to do it. So now what I did was, since we released that Grateful and Shadow die, I cut one out earlier. Let me clean that, because that's going to be, that's going to ruin everything. I just feel it. That's going to ruin everything. There we go. Okay. You've all been there, right? That one spot that you didn't see. You turn your card over to tape it, and where did that stain come from? We'll even be a little bit more careful. Now I'm going to quickly cut a piece. Oh, I already have one of honey mustard. I already have one. So I'm going to fold this honey mustard in half at the 5.5 inch mark. Okay, there we go. And let's get this on here. This is a simple card, but wow. It really packs a punch. I feel like it needs to be on a lighter piece of cardstock here for you to really see the beauty. Okay. This is why I'm struggling to get a glass mat, because I don't know what color. I like gray, but then if I'm using gray, I want something different. Okay, so we've got that in place. Now we're going to add the word grateful to the bottom of this. And I'm just using Connect glue in the fine tip bottles. Tom, your music is so nice tonight. Everybody's saying that they love your music. Okay. Almost. This is the part that when you're not live, you just cut out. And now we're going to add that down here at the bottom. I'm just going to go right here like this. Love this die cut. It is just such a nice die cut for the fall. Okay. And then I'm going to put just 3 little gold pearls on here, gold metallic pearls. I have them laying here because I would put more, but these are the last 3 I have to my name. So let's put one here. Get my pick and stick. Put one there. We'll put one down here. I like putting them right on the petals too on this. Right there. And then we'll fill it out with our triangle. We'll do a triangle, one over here. There we go. And there is my finished card. Don't you love that stencil? Do you love it as much as I do? Oh my goodness. I'm so jazzed by it. I just love it. Sorry, my hand's weird because I was trying to put that away. Let's see if I get, I think that's good. Yeah, if I put it on craft cardstock, you won't be able to see it as well. So what do you guys think? Are you loving this? What do you think, Tom?
That shine is amazing.
Isn't that amazing?
I'm just looking at that like.
It's not a shine. It's flat cardstock. It's flat as flat can be. Like, see, it doesn't like, it doesn't change. Yeah, so easy to make this card. This is one of those layering stencils that you will bring out every single fall. It's great for Thanksgiving cards. It is great for just anybody that loves sunflowers. And You can make birthday cards, sympathy cards, anything. It's just so much fun. And it's easy. It's an easy stencil to use. It lines up beautifully. It's not complicated at all, but with the right colors. And all I recommend is no matter what colors you decide to do, just do your petals in a light color and then bring a darker version in from one end and the other end, and you'll get that shine and you'll get that little bit of three-dimensional look. I love it. Tom, let's give this card away tonight.
Wow. Okay. All right. Let's do a drum roll then.
Okay. Drum roll.
Here it is. Okay. This card tonight, this beautiful shiny card, goes to Mary Kaiser. Mary
Yay,
Kaiser.
Mary! Congratulations, Mary. This one's going to you. All you have to do is send your name and address to info@ginakdesigns.com and we'll get it out to you. Well, everybody, this was so much fun. And thank you so much to Lisa and to Debrah and to Melanie for joining us tonight and inspiring us so much with their beautiful sets. Stay tuned in our Facebook group and on Instagram for all of our guest designers. They've used all of these sets and have created beautiful projects with our Gita set and Hannah's set and Beth's set. You're going to see so much inspiration in our Facebook group and all over Instagram. Now, a little bit of news. Tom and I are actually not going to be live on Thursday, but we do have a video for you. We're going to do a premiere for you, and that's going to be over on YouTube. If you're on YouTube right now, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, and you'll get a notification when that premiere goes live so you can join us. Tom and I will be in the comments chatting live with you, and we've got a fun video featuring the brand new bundle. So that's coming up on Thursday at noon Central Time, and we can't wait to see you then. All of the new stamps and dies and other things, our stencils, everything is now available on our website in the What's New category at GinaKDesigns.com. So we hope that you have found something that inspires you tonight, and we hope that you'll share all of your beautiful projects when you get your new products in our Facebook group so we can just love you up. I'm telling you, we have the nicest group on Facebook. We love to see what everybody makes. We get so excited about it. And honestly, sometimes I miss a day or two and I feel so bad. I go in and there's so many new projects and I'm trying to keep up, but I'm telling you, I am so inspired by all of you. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Remember, we'll be back with our premiere on Thursday. In the meantime, stay safe and healthy. We love you all so very much. And we'll see you again real soon.